She's an architect of change and serves as Moxie, MRY, and Zenith's EVP of Data, Technology, and Intelligence. Please welcome Tracy YoungLincoln.
Oh my God! Thank you. They're new. I bought them for today. Welcome to your afternoon wake-up, FutureX Live. Woo! That was such a warm welcome. I totally don't know what I'm supposed to say anymore. Crap. Okay, here we go. You ready? It's going to be a fantastic world in the next 10 years. Thank you. And I'm putting that out into the universe because I believe I want to get it back, right? We humans are going to be better connected than ever before. And if you heard Rashad Tabakawala speak a little earlier, it's because we're on the cusp of the third connected age, an age that has data connecting to data, things connecting to things, IoT, and everything connected to everyone through what is innately human, innately us, through our bodies and our voice. Amazing stuff is happening. And because of that, because of AI, IoT, voice, and the connected age, we're going to get back more time. What a commodity, right? Yeah, we all have more time every day. I know I don't. I don't have more time. I need more time. More free time not working. That would be nice. More lifetime. We're literally going to live longer. I get to buy more glasses. Cool. Yay. Right? It's going to be a new human era of enlightenment and fulfillment. I realize in this moment, I may have watched Russell Brand a little too much this week. It's truly a great podcast. You should do that. But the only challenge, really, the only thing that could get in the way of all of this greatness is, I hate to break it to you all, it's us. Dang it, it's us right here. As humans, we get in the way of our own progress because of our hunger for momentum, our hunger for progress and getting it done, right? I don't know anybody in here that could say they ain't getting it done because half of you are looking at your phones and you're having to multitask on your computers. But that's the problem. We don't have enough time to think, and that's what all of this is going to give us, a lot of time to think. But we've siloed data in the hands of the hyper-rational a little too long. And data is way too much a look at the past and not a look at the forward. And because of all this, we really don't have any understanding of each other. We don't know what our needs and wants are between us. The world really needs to become, data and technology really needs to become much more about the humans. Don't you think? Isn't that fair? Yes, thank you. Because to do that, if we do that, we get a little more understanding of us, and we can realize that great future that I started out, that more time to do great things, things that are beyond ourselves, problems that can be solved that are bigger than ourselves. All right, so when I thought about this, and I thought about, sorry, I went backwards. I knew I was going to mess up at least one click in this 15 minutes of stage time. If we think about understanding, and that's really what I wanted to lean in on today, is I wanted to think about how can we understand better. I thought about four things that we could be doing in the next 10 years to really get to understanding. So here we go. The first two is going to be a little bit about AI, and the rest are going to be about data and technology, but all of this under the umbrella of understanding. So the first thing I want everybody to do in the next 10 years, I want you to define the problem. It's probably my #1 mantra in the agency every single day. I'm constantly telling my teams, what's the problem? What are we really solving for? What's the real challenge, the real issue? We really don't do this very well. We jump headfirst into solutionizing. I think that's a word. We head into solutions very quickly. But 87% of technology fails. 70% of startups fail. Half of them report literally no market need. nobody needed what they made. That's kind of bad, don't you think? That's a lot of effort, a lot of passion that could be funneled in other areas. And so what I think we should be doing in the next 10 years to better define the problem is taking AI and putting it at the center of every organization. Allowing AI to better define the situation, define the open space, define the problems, and then give back time to the humans to think about where to go next, to ideate around solutions that could solve the problems that are being identified. That approach will create a continuously learning, self-evolving system where humans are learning from machines, machines are learning from us, and we solve better problems. So that's the first one. Define the problem, put AI in the center. All right, second one, become self-aware. Again, it might be that Russell Brand thing, I'm sorry, but become self-aware. Here's the thing. We have no self-awareness whatsoever. None of us do. It's what probably keeps us alive every single day, but we could be a little better at that. We actually understand our physical limitations quite well, right? We create a lot of robotic technology, some exoskeletons, we might see some of that today, to perform things better, faster, stronger. But when it comes to psychological limitations, not so much. We don't do that well at all. But that's okay, because only a few years ago, we started looking at AI in a different way. We made significant leaps when developers and engineers took a step back and really started understanding the human behavior. We understood that by looking at how our brain is constructed, we could get neural nets. We understood how language is constructed, how babies actually learn language, which is pretty amazing because they don't go to school until they're 5, but they're already talking to us. When we turn it around and look at real human behavior, we can make advancements, and we have done so. And there are 2 advancements that have come up in the last couple years, and you're going to see some of it on the stage, probably already did earlier today, and I know following me, where AI biometrics and the advancements in understanding human behavior captured through that is advancing not only technology, but products and services and the way we work. So how do you take advantage of that? Well, there's 2 things that you need to do, and it's not just about let's start, hooking everybody up and adding technology to our bodies. It's 2 things. First of all, we have to look at the sciences. We've got to bring the sciences back into the mix in what we do every day. And I say look at behavioral science, look at behavioral economics as a place, and neuroscience as a place to start understanding humans. Use it to understand why we do the things we do, the how and the why that we make decisions. And then take biometrics that can help us understand the things that we do that we really don't even realize we're doing. The things that tell us how we're thinking and feeling and what our motivations are that we don't realize we're doing. That's called pupil dilation, skin response. It's brainwave activity. Those things can be used today more and more to drive better products and services and really make sure we're hitting the need. We're not one of those 87 and 70% of people that are failing, so we have the needs met so that we're successful. If you don't believe me, and that's okay, even though I have these great glasses, if you don't believe me, I saw a post last week, a friend of mine sent it to me on LinkedIn. And it was a photograph of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Evan, forget his last name, from Twitter. Williams, there you go, from Twitter. And they were sitting in a room taking a class from Thaler and Kahneman, 2 leaders in behavioral economics, and that was 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, these trailblazers understood that they too needed to understand humans better in order to make better products and services. And so I would encourage you all to start thinking about how do we understand ourselves, become more aware by looking at the sciences and then looking at biometrics and really understand us a little bit better. All right, so there's two. Define the problem. Use AI to understand your business, understand your problems. Two, be self-aware, become self-aware. Understand us, understand what we need. Use us to understand us. Three, moving a little bit away from AI. Be the interface. All right. Data is a commodity. There, I said it. Data is a commodity because everybody's buying it, selling it, adding to it, joining it together, creating a million and trillion boxes of little black boxes of configurations, right? And they're all so very special and they're our own. And even myself, I do this every day. I'm in the data business. I need to understand data. It's hard to fathom exactly how much is out there. How much data is out there? What are we all doing with it? Where's it hanging out, right? We haven't really done a great job of, I don't know, governance and ownership and all of that. We're lagging behind. It's okay. It's good to admit where our failings are, because that's how we're going to move forward. But that's okay, because governments are taking over anyway, right? They're going to put regulation in place, and states are putting regulation in place, and everybody's moving very forward in that way. But is that really what we all want to do? Because most of us sitting in this room really want to use data in their everyday work. They want to use it in their organizations. So this isn't sustainable, and it's not really what we want to happen, right? Even with all of that going on, all the data breaches that are happening, there's Exactus and Equifax and Marriott, and we don't even understand what's the full ramifications of anything through Cambridge Analytica and Facebook and Instagram was just in the news, and oh my God, this seems so overwhelming. We humans, post on social channels every day. We still purchase everything or most things online. We still hook up to Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi. I think some of you did it today. I know I'm on a plane every other week and I'm on GoGo, live my life by it. We still do that because why? We believe the gain is better than the pain. That's a good thing. We still believe that we can do what's right with this. And we have like a moment in time where we can sort of do what's right and all win at data. And that is, and I propose that we start by creating an interface to data that allows data to be more in the hands of the consumer and give a better exchange between brands and us who want to use the data. A stronger flow of information so we truly understand what we want as a consumer and what brands want to do with it. That information flow is going to up everyone's game. It's going to force everyone to be a better player and create better products and services. And if we take a page from Elon Musk and the open source movement, let's give everybody data autonomy. Let's give it back. Let's do what's right. All right, so be the interface is really giving understanding of what's happening with data. And the last one, embrace the voice, not the show, definitely not the show. Embrace the voice. So today, voice is considered mostly an output, really, right? If you're one of the 40 million to have a smart speaker, or part of the 2 billion who drive the Siri commands, daily commands, you're probably considering it more like an output. What am I going to say to you, and what are you going to say back to me? And we're just giving commands. But really, there's more to voice. We haven't realized its full potential, and that is to literally give voice to the customer. Voice is a pretty powerful element. It is beyond the idea of us being able to say, turn on a light because I'm way too lazy to walk down the hall and turn it on for myself. It's more than having Siri or Alexa tell me a funny joke, which is awesome. I do like that. Or even Comcast finding Game of Thrones Hashtag Team Aria. I mean, seriously? Oh my God, I should have just done this whole 15 on that episode. I'm serious. Anyway, I digress. The thing about voice that kind of pulls all of the previous three together is that voice can give us context and around tonality and what we say and how we say it. It's sort of the gateway of all the nuances of who we are, how we say things, the pregnant pause. How are we going to ingest the nuance of how each of us discuss what we're trying to get across? It's by ingesting voice as a real data point. All the intricacies of each other should be part of the voice solution as an input to make the output better. I'm like 10 seconds over time, so I'm gonna wrap it up. As you think about the rest of your day and as you leave here, think about understanding. Think about understanding technology and data and the way that it can help you answer bigger problems than just yourselves or your individual needs, but humanity as a whole. Think about how you're going to define the problem better, how you're going to be self-aware, be the interface, and embrace the voice. Because if we all do this right and we think this way in the next 10 years, maybe, just maybe, we can reach a little enlightenment. Thank you.